between our hosts, Rytas Vilnius and Peristeri bwin here of Greece. Well, it promises to be a very exciting matchup, of course, here as Rytas Vilnius, aka Kill Bill, is in town here in one of the meccas of European basketball in the beautiful country of Lithuania. Well, Rytas Vilnius fans, of course, experience, well, there is the main star there of Voices of the BCL. And if you saw the Rytas Vilnius episode, that man there with the white beard was, of course, the superstar. Well, Gameday District Herzliya takes on Lenovo Tenerife tomorrow in this Group H fixture, in which is going to be a very competitive group. Of course, Rytas Vilnius need to win here tonight. Well, these fans, of course, experiencing a lot of success last season in both the Basketball Champions League, making it to the second round, but also winning the LKL, both the regular season and the championship, as they defeated Lietkabelis in the finals 4-1. Well, they're currently the only team yet to win here this season. Peristeri now undefeated so far with victories over Lenovo Tenerife and Gameday District Herzliya. A lot of changes, of course, here for Rytas Vilnius. I mean, some key players leaving the club, but also some key big ones coming in as well. But the key thing, of course, for Giedras Žebinas, head coach here of Rytas Vilnius, is to try and maintain the pressure going forward and make sure that the energy for this team definitely does keep on going. Well, Mira Milan, of course, along with Sylvain Francisco with key Basketball Champions League experience. Sylvain Francisco playing in the final last season for Baxima and Ressa, of course, while Mira Milan, few seasons with Dinamo Sassari, but also leaving last season. Promete, his last game of the Basketball Champions League was against Velu Ostend, one of the more dominant traditional back-down post players. Well, for Rytas Vilnius, I mean, some of the core players have returned to this team. Again, it's been a new identity for them. We're live here in the Jeep Arena, next to the shopping mall here in the beautiful city of Vilnius. Well, Margiris Normantis, their perimeter shooter, along with Jarvis Williams, has returned. Gytis Radzevičius, along with Lukas Aletskis, but also the addition of Benedikt Vara, the Hungarian international. So some key changes here for Giedras Žebinas, and for his players to look forward to in this game. Well, when you play for a team like Peristeri bwin, of course, you have to understand that you're playing for one of the greatest coaches. Well, a coach that was a fantastic player. Remember, Rytas Vilnius, Kill Bill, as he's known for so many years in European basketball. Also played one season with the Houston Rockets in the NBA. But two highlights of Rytas Vilnius' career was, number one, when he won the Eurobasket with Greece in 2005, but also when he defeated the United States of America in 2006 with the Greek national team. Well, there is Panayotis Vasilopoulos. He was a teammate with him that day when they defeated the United States in Saitama, Japan at the 2006 FIBA World Championship. A team that had LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and not to mention Chris Paul and Dwight Howard. Well, if you ever travel to Lithuania, you definitely have to go to Vilnius to watch the mighty Vilniečiai. The chant goes here in Vilnius, Peristeri bwin Vilniečiai, which is power, of course, go to the local residents here of Vilnius. Obviously holding a big rivalry with their national neighbors in the city of Kaunas, but as it stands, basketball is a way of life here in Lithuania. It's Margiris Normantis, also a member of the national team now. Jarvis there, you can see, came as an addition last season after the exit of Maurice Ndor. And Gytis Radzevičius. Well, Radzevičius stands at about 6'7", just nearly 2 meters tall. Renowned for his athleticism. Probably one part of his game he could improve is probably his perimeter shooting. Echodas, as they call him out here in the Jeep Arena. And there is coach Giedras Žebinas. And there is his counterpart, as we mentioned, Vasilis Spanulis. Well, we're going to get set now to introduce our officials for tonight's game. And ladies and gentlemen, we're very proud to say that we have some of the finest officials here in world basketball. They've done an excellent job in all of our competitions, and they'll continue to do so here tonight for this Game Day 4 Group H fixture between Peristeri bwin and our hosts, I beg my pardon, the host, Rytas Vilnius. Well, there are the three officials for tonight's game. Yeah, a very important job they'll have here tonight. As we're going to take a look at the starting lineups here for both of these two teams. We're probably going to start with the visitors, Peristeri from Hellas, Elada, as they say, Greece. Demon, of course, is going to have a big game here tonight to make sure that he gets off to a good start and really gives his team the energy that he can really provide for them to give them that hope of a victory. And this team, of course, they can go tonight 3-0 here and put themselves in a pole position to try and qualify for the next round. Well, there are the three officials. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we do apologize for the technical difficulty that we just experienced there on the camera, of course, but we are currently now live here. The starting lineups: Margiris Normantis, along with Jarvis Williams, Elva Fridriksson, the Icelandic international, Marcus Foster, and Gytas Masulis will make the starting lineup here. Well, they can see Rytas Vilnius losing the last 4 games in the Basketball Champions League. Marcus Foster now scoring plus 20 points, 8-21 in the games of the Basketball Champions League. So it's a must-win here tonight for Giedrius Žebinas and his players. Well, there was a coach who really made a name for himself with his career, his coaching career in Indonesia, taking the more non-traditional route here of most Lithuanian basketball coaches, but a man who's earned the right to be head coach of the current defending champions. Well, they've won their previous 2 encounters with Rytas Vilnius during the lockdown year of 2020-21. Mirabalan is 3 points away, becoming the 7th all-time scoring leader in the history of Basketball Champions League. Well, there you can see the hear the fans say, Peristeri Vilnius. Well, those fans, of course, very passionate here. And they expect one thing and one thing only: to be the greatest team here in Lithuania. And what better way to do it than to be the best team in the Basketball Champions League. Well, tip is underway now, and it will be Rytas Vilnius who have the first possession of the game now. They're going to try and get the tempo going very early on. And you can hear these Rytas Vilnius fans here in the Jeep Arena. All 8 seconds here on the shot clock. Margiris Mantis now has got to get something going. Tries to cross him. He's got to take this in. Pulls up in the mid-range. Forces up a circus shot. And Rytas Vilnius going in for the second chance. Can't get it. And goes over the backboard. But it will be possession back to Rytas Vilnius. And again, you just got to love the passion of these fans here. Peristeri bwin, as they would say. Well, baseline ball here now to Rytas. Trying to get something going here off the screen as Fredriksson, the Icelandic international. 4 seconds down the shot clock. Fredriksson's got to get something going. He pulls up from downtown, takes it, and he nails that one. And already getting the tempo going early on here for Rytas Vilnius. Well, Peristeri now will try to get things going under Pulianitis. Well, Mirabalan now tries to spin out baseline. That's going to come off the foot of Rytas Vilnius. It's going to be possession back to Peristeri. Well, Mirabalan, the Croatian international, so many times we've seen him playing for Dinamo Zagreb season after season here in the Basketball Champions League. Just such a skillful basketball player. We're trying to cover the screen now here. Marcus Demman now going in the lane, puts up a little floater, doesn't get it. Balan with the offensive rebound, and that's going to be a problem here for Rytas Vilnius. As Mirabalan has so many ways he can destroy a defense, and one thing he loves to do is go for those second chance points and go for every offensive rebound. Well, Fredriksson now looking like an Icelandic Stephen Curry here on the ball. Looking for a handoff now with Rytas Vilnius. Fredriksson in the lane, kicks this one out. 2 seconds left, turns around, takes it, doesn't get it, and again a poor offense from Rytas Vilnius. Radonov now looking to post up here against Margiris Mantis. He's going to have to pull this one out. As the transition defense from Rytas Vilnius just slowing down any transition. Well, fast break opportunity here for Peristeri. Bland now looking to fake the handoff. This is where he wants the ball in the low block. Pump fake, turns around with a jump hook, can't get it. And that's good defense by Rytas Vilnius. Puts a little bit too much on it, goes up, now gets rejected, finds Williams. Oh, baby! Labas, Vakaras, Atsi Prasho! Well, Rytas Vilnius. Malono Susi Pagente. Nice to meet you, Rytas Vilnius. Throw it down, baby. And that just gets the crowd into this game. Peristeri now trying to get something going. Goes in with a little reverse lip. Well, that's a nice little play there. Of course, by Radonov. We're trying to use the screen here again as Marcus Foster's looking to go to work. Foster, well, good defense by Mirabalan. As Foster now catches in the corner with 6 seconds on the shot clock. Got to go baseline. Pump fakes, finds Williams. Oh, gets rejected, but I think they're going to call a goaltending violation or a foul probably. Well, it's going to be 2 free throws here to Rytas Vilnius. So not a bad start here from the big man. Well, as we mentioned with Rytas Vilnius, he joined the team last season. Remember, he played his university basketball at Murray State, leaving in 2015. Well, before coming to Rytas Vilnius, was playing for Vanoli Cremona. Also played in the Dutch league for Leiden. Well, Peristeri now trying to get things going from the perimeter. They take the shot, it's no good. And the rebound secured by Foster. Foster looking to split the defense, goes up with a sweet little fang roll. And a bit of transition offense there from Rytas Vilnius. As Marcus Foster going in the transition. A sweet little layup at the end. Well, Peristeri now just trying to get themselves into this game. They go from the perimeter, the 3 is up, the 3 is no good. And now they're going to push this one again. Well, Foster had the shot, didn't take it. And able to take control of the basketball there. As Fredriksson is being heavily guarded. He comes off one screen. Kicks out, good ball. Margiris Normantis, 3, got it! Brasham, Achu, Mano Drogas. Margiris Normantis has come ready to play. Well, now all of a sudden, Rytas Vilnius, a team that hasn't won a game so far this season, starting to believe as he goes in for the layup, doesn't get it. Another rebound. And now, Fredriksson, transition. He's got Jarvis. Thought about taking a three-pointer. And the foul has been called. Well, Peristeri now having to make a change here as Devin Davis coming into the game for the Greek team. And all of a sudden, unable to really sort of get that rhythm going. I mean, you wouldn't expect that from a team that's undefeated so far in the first 2 games. Well, Alexa Radonov, along with Sylvan Francisco. Also, well, Francisco's just checked into the game. Probably what Spanoulis is looking for is just somebody to give him a bit of confidence here as Foster pulls up. He takes it, doesn't get it. Rytas Vilnius securing another offensive rebound. Well, there's the alley-oop. Labanat! Oh, baby! Jarvis Williams. Good night, Vilnius. Well, that is just unbelievable. That's the kind of play there. He throws the alley-oop up. Man patenka krepšinas Lietuvishka. I love this game, baby. Jarvis Williams with no regard. Labanat Vilnius. Well, at the moment, all the energy going in favor here of Rytas Vilnius. Well, yeah, right now, what Peristeri need to do, they need to kind of relax themselves on offense, but at the moment, they need to put a body on Jarvis Williams because he's going in for every offensive rebound. And here's a play you cannot leave wide open. Well, Sylvain Francisco, the man who made it to the final last season with Baxman Ressa, the French international. Marcus Damon along with Demetrius Moraitis, Devin Davis, but to keep Milan, he's going to try and... he's trying to back down here against Williams, and that's too easy, and that's an and-1 there for the Croatian international. Well, Rytas Vilnius have to identify defensively that Milan, there isn't a single play here that's going to be able to guard him one-on-one in the post. So no and-1 called, my mistake there. The foul was called before the shot. Francisco now under 10 on the shot clock. There's a pump fake. Well, there's a step back, takes a three-point, doesn't get it. And now Foster can push this one more time here for Rytas Vilnius. Well, Foster now put the moves here against Moraitis. Foster in the lane. Eurostep bumps, puts it up, and the foul has been called. So Marcus Foster will go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. Foster makes the first free throw. Well, Marcus Foster, originally from Wichita Falls, Texas, went to Creighton University after 2 seasons at Kansas State. Also played in Greece as well, for that matter. Turkey, not to mention. Now, he started his professional career in 2018 in the Korean Basketball League. So, a man who holds a lot of experience here for European basketball. And also a member of Hapoel Holon just before the pandemic is now Francisco. Steps out of bounds. Another turnover here for Peristeri. Elva Fredriksson, the Icelandic international, looking to go all the way here. Behind the back, possibly turns it over. And just a little too casual. Is now Francisco. Well, the whole crowd want a backcourt violation, but I think they're going to call a... I'm not sure if they called a foul there or a potential out of bounds, but I think Francisco gets bumped. Well, I don't know, you know, he does step back before the bump there. Peristeri now with only 2 field goals so far. And trying to get something going here on their offense. We'll try and go to the pick and roll after the dribble handoff with Mirabelan. There's the kick out, the wide open look. Shakur Johnson tries it, doesn't get it. And now what do we have here in transition? Through downtown White, lays that one up and just avoids the block. Well, Marcus Foss, I thought he was going to dunk that one. And then, yeah, went for the simple layup off the backboard. Well, the former Hulonia player now gone up to 5 points. It's 2 for 4 as Francisco tries a 3. Can't get it. And goes out of bounds. And I think the Peristeri players felt that that came off of the hand of Rytas Vilnius. Look at the finish there, the dime coming. I mean, this Rytas team really liking to get out here and transition. Man, they're not the greatest three-point shooting team, as we also saw last season in the Basketball Champions League, but they are the current defending champions of the Lithuanian Domestic League, the LKL, in which they gave these fans another championship after a decade, defeating Liet Kavalis in the final. Very much a convincing, easy victory for Rytas Vilnius. Foster goes baseline, reverse layup, should have gone up, and he finishes it with a one-handed jam. For Elvadas Kairis. Well, that's a 6th assist so far here for Rytas Vilnius. Peristeri with, yeah, but a foul has been called. Well, trying to use the screen now, splits the defense, goes up with a tough one and gets it to drop. And a much needed 2 points there. Only the 3rd field goal here for Peristeri. Marcus Demon was able to break down the defense there with a penetration. That's what Peristeri needs to do here. And again in the lane, Karras goes up, tries to dish up. The two-handed jam! Wow! Ashmilu Krepšinis Kodas with no regard. In the lane now, goes over with another tough layup, can't get it. Another rebound, and look at Rytas trying to get out in transition here. As Benedikt Varadi. And just listen to these fans right now. He's saying Pirmin Vilniece as Gytas Radzevičius checking into the game. Now, he's a player that can definitely likes to play baseline to baseline with his athleticism. And goes out of bounds, but it's a careless turnover. Good defense there from Peristeri. Just the kind of defense they need, the inspiration to try and get back into this game. And now here you can see Sylvain Francisco trying to break the defense down. Hesitation, it's a beautiful move. Well, Sylvain Francisco just slice it and dicing the defense up. And again, Peristeri looking like a more dangerous team when they attack the basket as opposed to settling for the perimeter shots. And left wide open, takes a three-pointer. The three is good. And all of a sudden, Margiris Normantis putting Peristeri under pressures now. Francisco kicks this one out. They go for another three-point. Again, it's becoming a problem here for the perimeter. The foul has been called. Well, the foul is going to be called on Benedikt Varadi, the Hungarian international. Well, Sylvain Francisco, he tries a three-pointer, just off the backboard, doesn't get it. Another offensive rebound, goes under the basket, and a quick layup there by Shakur Joyston. Well, again, it was a quick take there under the basket, just trying to avoid the block shot. Pulls up in the mid-range, takes a jump shot, in and out, doesn't get it. As Martinas Ekodas unable to tuck that one away. Well, Francisco tries another three and finally gets a triple drop here for Peristeri. And that was a much-needed 3 points there, cutting it down to an 11-point ball game. So now Peristeri here on a 5-0 run. There's Benedikt Varadi giving this one to Margiris Normantis. He's going to attack the pick and roll aggressively. He'll pull up from the mid-range, 15 feet, doesn't get it. But the follow-up, still no good. And now Peristeri here with a chance to break into the deficit. Well, fakes the pass, three-pointer transition, takes it, doesn't get it. Well, Alexa Radinov was left wide open. And again, he could have cut it down to an 8-point ball game, single digits, but remains 11-point lead here for Rytas Vilnius. And Benedikt Varadi now just trying to break this defense down. We're under 10 here on the shot clock. Peristeri been very aggressive here on the man-to-man. 3 on the shot clock now. And the foul has been called. It's a silly foul. I mean, there were 3 seconds on the shot clock there. And Devin Davis commits the silliest of fouls. No need to reach whatsoever. I mean, that's just textbook basics there, defense. And Devin Davis, a great player, but he's got to understand now he's giving away 2 free throws. Boy, he missed the second free throw. It's a 12-point ball game. But Peristeri can dribble this one down here for the last shot. Well, they can cut it down to 10 points or single digits if they hit a three-pointer. And Sylvain Francisco will fancy his chances here against Margiris Normantis here. We're under 10 here in the first quarter. Calling for the ball screen from Joyston. Francisco goes up and he lays that one. And Sylvain Francisco, as Radzevicius runs out of time, but Sylvain Francisco, 7 points so far here in the first quarter. I mean, look at the aggressive drive. Nobody can stop the French international. The former back-cement wrestler player, one of the most exciting players in last season's Basketball Champions League. Well, we'll show you some stats and some highlights here from the first quarter. But so far, Rytas Vilnius in desperate need of their first victory in the 2022-23 Basketball Champions League regular season. Rytas so far 3 for 5 from the perimeter. Peristeri that only 1 3-pointer coming from Sylvain Francisco. Both teams with 6 field goals with inside the rainbow. Let's take a look at the highlights from the first quarter. Well, there is the Icelandic international. Elva Fredriksson had a good game against the Netherlands after an emphatic defeat against Juancho Hernan Gomez in Spain in the fourth window of the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. But Rytas Vilnius, at the moment, just dictating the tempo here. And there you can see Marcus Foster in transition. And this is the style that they need to play. But the alley-oop from Rytas Vilnius just lighting up the Jeep Arena. Well, look at Margiris Normantis already taking up a new profession here for Rytas Vilnius in the Jeep Arena. I mean, this guy is just full of talent, of course. I mean, last season, one of the key games he had for Rytas Vilnius was against Besiktas on the road, in which they lost in the double overtime, where he had a very good shooting night, of course. I mean, Margiris Normantis on his night, of course, can be one of the most lethal shooters here in the Basketball Champions League. Francisco now, and the foul has been called. Well, just a little bit too aggressive there on the help side defense, but foul is going to be called on Tomas Lekunas. Well, that's what Peristeri have to do, of course, with players such as Sylvain Francisco. Every time you come off a ball screen, they have to attack the show very hard and just draw that foul. I mean, they want to get into the penalty as quick as possible and try and put Rytas Vilnius under a lot of pressure. What a pass here by Francisco. Oh, what a block by Gytas Radzevičius. And now Margiris Normantis throws a lob on the basket. A good defense. Another turnover. Oh, behind the back. Looking like Magic Johnson transition. Give and go. Oh, they got to make something out of it. They take the three. Showtime! Peristeri basketball. And that is just beautiful basketball. Oh, Maraitis just hitting the three-pointer. And there's a penetration now. The follow-up, good offensive rebound, goes up, doesn't get the and one. But Martinas Ekodas will go to the free throw line here for two shots. The foul is going to be called against Sylvain Francisco. Well, there you can see Vasilis Spanoulis, Kill Bill, the legend, just having a little word with his players, of course. Martinas Ekodas, originally from Kaunas, Lithuania, was playing in Italy last season, but also played for Rytas Vilnius from 2017 all the way up to 21. Actually had a season in 16-17 playing for Cholet, one of their rivals here in the LKL. It's back to a 9-point ball game. Francisco, another three. He'll take it. He'll nail it. Sylvain Francisco from downtown. Oh, this guy is starting to catch fire, and he's cutting it down to a 6-point ball game. Inspiring Peristeri. And now Rytas Vilnius getting Marcus Foster back in the game here. Going to Ekodas now with the post up. Finds Radzevičius under the basket. That's a beautiful little cut there by Gytas Radzevičius. Well, he was a key player last year in their championship run in the LK. Also in the Basketball Champions League. Good defense by Marcus Foster. And there's a pick and pop there. Kicking this one out. Maraitis tries another three. A three is up. No good. Well, the rebound secured by Lekunas. Now Rytas just putting the crossover now. We're looking for some ball movement here, but get a little bit static on offense from Rytas Vilnius. Find a hold, it's a dump down, beautiful play, but it's good defense. And Sylvain Francisco, just enough there now. We got a, I'm not sure if they called a foul there or an out of bounds, but it's going to be back to Peristeri. Well, to me, that's a blocking foul, so that should go against Benedict Varadi as he goes to the bench. Well, Francisco now here, putting the moves on the pick and pop. Good ball movement here from Peristeri. And really, they want the ball in the hands of Sylvain Francisco because defensively, Rytas don't have a good matchup. But again, a beautiful little pick and roll. Well, the foul has been called, but the M1 will not go in as the foul is on Martinas Ekodas. A 6-point ball game here. Peristeri just battling back at the moment. Foster going to the basket with a sweet little finger roll on his left hand and no help side defense. And that's too easy for Rytas Vilnius. Peristeri really need to be a lot tougher, more tight in their defense. Francisco now, he's hit 2 threes, takes another one, doesn't get it. And a rebound by Ekodas, and now you can see Rytas wanting to push this one. Fredriksson goes up and he finishes that one in transition. For Elva Fredriksson, the Icelandic Viking, forcing Rytas Vilnius to call timeout. I mean, look at the crossover here. Finishing at the basket. Achu, Elva Fredriksson. Oh, you gotta love the elevation there. A sweet little dish.
Hey, shoulder drop, are you ready? Shoulder drop, first one, second one, we play 4 chest. Okay, hey, now no black only with sack. With sack black, with you weak, now weak. Okay, weak with him, black with him. Okay.
Hey, bro, listen, when we switch and we front this big and Foster dribbles, you step up and the big comes back down.
Who is here to step up? Who was?
This the 3rd time they go.
That's enough pass. Don't do it.
Come on, y'all.
Let's go. Hey.
Well, just over a minute to go here. 10-point lead now for Rytas Vilnius. Oh, excuse me, over 7 minutes to go. My apologies on that one. And here's the back down play for the Croatian international. Kicking this one out now. Get a good look from the perimeter. And the rebound has been secured. Now, again, you got to ask the question here. Why Peristeri trying not to get the ball going as much as possible here with Mirabalan? Well, Mirabalan is probably one of the best back down traditional post players you will see here in international basketball. And fakes the screen now, goes to the basket, and great little play by Martinas Ekodas. Well, the big man just going to work there. Mieko Tokyo, no problem, Mano Drogas. Well, he is now 2 for 4 from the field here. He has 6 points this evening. And back to 12-point lead here for the 2022 champions of the LKL. Well, 3 seconds now around the shot by Peristeri's got to get something going. Marcus Demon has to force up a circus shot, doesn't get it. I think they called an over the back foul against Peristeri. Rytas Vilnius is infuriated. They're trying to go to a pick and roll scenario here. It's Marcus Foster. He's being heavily defended. It's Margiris Nomatis. We're under 10 on the shot clock. Elva Friedrichsen, excuse me. The foul has been called. It's called against Sotiris Stavrakopoulos. He's going to have to go to the bench now. And Spanulis is going to make a change. Another alley. Oh my goodness gracious! Marcus Foster, are you serious? Oh, that is unbelievable. Marcus Foster out of nowhere with the sublime alley-oop. Well, 14-point lead now. Good ball movement to get a wide open look. The three is up. The three again is no good. As Rytas Vilnius comes up with it. Vilnius now looking to throw this one down low. Peristeri's transition defense is becoming a scrambles. And there's the kick out. Friedrichsen, step back, takes a three, doesn't get it. And Williams fighting for the offensive rebound and doesn't get it. Oh, yes, he does. It's out of bounds. It's going to be Rytas Vilnius' ball. Good job by Jarvis Williams, excuse me. Just coming off the right hand. Williams now looking for a handoff here with Friedrichsen. Trying to dish off again to Marcus Foster. Foster now with all the energy, trying to split the defense. Bit of contact aggressively, taking that one off the backboard. And again, it doesn't matter how much help side defense. Marcus Foster looks like a man possessed to get to the basket every time he gets inside the paint. Well, Peristeri, remember, they cut it down to 6 points, but they've got to be composed. They got to try and use Mirabalan. And that's a smart play from Stelios Poulianitis. Well, the foul is on Elva Friedrichsen. Is now Margiris Nomatis. Checks back into the game here. And now Rytas Vilnius will also leave the game. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Rytas with the 16-point lead. Demon now trying to throw this one down low. Turns around, smooth little post, but he's got to finish that one. It's a good look. But Shakir Joyson's got to score. Foster trying to go all the way, puts up a circus shot. Good defense from Peristeri. Well, now they got numbers here in transition. Poulianitis now looking to penetrate here. They can't make the most of the transitions now. Mirabalan looking to post up. Balan seals off, and that's a tough move there. Textbook, traditional Mirabalan. Well, that's the kind of post play we saw for many years when he dominated in the low block, averaging 18 points per game for the likes of Dinamo Sassari. Remember last season he was playing for Prometei in that last game against Veluastem where he had over 30 points. And now Rytas Vilnius are going to call timeout.
Hey, be ready now, President. Okay. Without fucking scream. Pass back is always available, okay? If it's man-to-man press, fist down. Okay, fist down. Send the speed wiggle. Now, open first action 22. Hey, Elva, you give the ball for Marcus. You are right.
Marcus Foster with the backdoor alley-oop play. But man, he has been so aggressive just attacking the basket. Every time he gets the ball, you can see the entire Peristeri defense. Everybody has an eye on him. And he's becoming a problem here tonight. Rytas now here. Back to a 14-point lead. They want to try and maintain this pressure going forward to keep putting as much on here against Peristeri now. Margiris Normantis pulls up, takes a tough one off the dribble, doesn't get it. But Rytas Vilnius, a 24-second violation, didn't hit the rim. Margiris Normantis, again, didn't really have much option to go for, but Rytas Vilnius has got to be aware of what's on the shot clock. It's a good chance for Peristeri to try and chip back into the deficit. Now Stelios Poulianitis just trying to orchestrate the offense here. Peristeri trying to break this defense down. Again, the movement off the ball here for Peristeri. Following the shot clock, got to get something going. Sylvain Francisco dishes, finds. Oh, he caught a traveling violation. Well, I was about to say it was one hell of a move there by Sylvain Francisco. When he made the penetration. There's the penetration, but look at the dish off here. I think that's probably what they called as an extra step against Francisco, so it's probably the right call there from the officials, but it's now Foster breaks his man down. Margiris Normantis, he'll take the three. He'll sink that one. And just like he did on the road against Besiktas last season in the regular season, this man can light it up from downtown. A 17-point lead, that beautiful penetration kick out there to an open Margiris Normantis. The question is, can Peristeri respond here? Remember, Balan, this is where he wants the ball hit. The double team's going to come over. 5 on the shot clock now for Balan. He's got to get something going here. Well, good defense by Rytas Vilnius. The fadeaway by Balan, 24-second violation. And Rytas Vilnius standing big, strong. And the home crowd appreciate the efforts. Marcus Foster just trying to get the emotion into this game. As Martinas Ekodas coming back into the game here for Vilnius. There's the penetration now by Fredriksson. Down low, finding Ekodas, doesn't get it. A little bit soft there, and now Peristeri can try to put the pressure now in transition. Now looking to kick this one out to Francisco. Pulls up in the mid-range, takes a shot, doesn't get it. But come up with a loose ball now. Foster has it. Williams. Oh, baby! La Banat! You gotta love this guy, Rytas Vilnius. Mano Vardas, Rytas Vilnius, baby. Malono Sushi Bajete. One more time. Nice to meet you. And again, they miss it. Another chance here for Rytas Vilnius. And there's a spin out by Foster one more time to Ekodas. He'll take the mid-range. He'll sink it. 21-point lead. Just listen to these fans. As emotionally they get themselves into this game. I mean, the atmosphere has probably not been this electrifying since last season's final in the LKL, in which they defeated Lietkabelis. Francisco now putting the fake, gets rejected. Well, good defense by Martinas Ekodas. And now Fredriksson, Icelandic international, passing this one out to Marcus Foster. Foster now looking to put the moves on. Pump fakes, too big, too strong, and just too good. Marcus Foster, Mieko Tokyo, no problem. "13 points. I mean, look at the moves here. This is why the fans here at Rytas Vilnius say, Pirmin Vilnius. This is the kind of love that they will give these players. Marcus Foster, Sveiki Atvike į Vilnių. Welcome to Lithuania. Well, the former Ulonia player now making it a 24-point ball game. Well, 10 on the shot clock here. As Peristeri, remember, they got it back in this game, led by Sylvain Francisco. 3 in the corner, again, no good. And now Rytas Vilnius can go 2 for 1 here if they get a basket. Margiris Normantis now takes another 3. The 3 is up, no good. But now Peristeri can push this one in the lane now, takes it, but a foul has been called. So it's going to be 2 free throws here for Peristeri. And the foul is going to be called against Benedict Varadi, the Hungarian internationals. Margiris Normantis also goes to the bench to take a breather.
For Marcus. Yes, they might make a foul very quickly, but still, we initiating. Margot, Benny, Jay, Echa. So, Margot goes, Benny, Marcus, drop. Marcus, it will be over. Now, if they foul, they probably foul. He will go with the sideline one. Okay. I don't know.
There was the alley-oop there for Marcus Foster. And again, in transition, La Mangarai. You gotta love this game. Peristeri Vilnius as these fans getting into this game. Well, Rytas Vilnius, again, a lot of expectations on this man, of course, when he came in to replace Maurice Andor. Well, he makes the first free throw. This could be a potential 2-for-1 now for Peristeri. If Dimitrios Moraitis can make the free throw. But missed the second one, but again, it gets an offensive rebound now. Well, not a bad option here for Peristeri. Currently trailing by 23 points now. 6 on the shot clock for Moraitis. Moraitis now got it by Rytas Vilnius. 2 on the shot clock. Got to get something going. Goes up, and a strong move. He missed the layup. Well, now it can be the last shot here of the first half for Rytas Vilnius. 23-point lead for the team who hasn't won a game against the team who's undefeated. Peristeri now returning. Foster, step back, 3-pointer, takes it, and Atsi Prashal, Acho, Mano Drogas, Marcus Foster has come ready to play. Well, this guy, Ashmilu Mietuvishka Krepshnyo. Foster from downtown, making it a 26-point ball game. Well, Marcus Foster is cooking it right now. We'll leave you with some stats and some highlights, but at the moment, Rytas Vilnius currently 5 for 9 for the perimeter. The last one coming from Marcus Foster. Peristeri 3 for 17, but 15 for 27 with inside the rainbow for the home side. 7 for 9 for the free throw line. But look at the rebounds, 30 to 12, and that's something Vasilios Spanoulis has to address his players. Also, 13 to 5 on the assists. At the moment, the thing is, Rytas Vilnius, they want this game more. Foster with 17 points, followed up by Margiris Normantis and Rytas Vilnius with 8. Sylvain Francisco, at the moment, the only player here for Peristeri. Let's take a look. Well, there was a dunk by Rytas Vilnius. Well, Rytas Vilnius, of course, having a game of games at the moment. But Marcus Foster, the former Toulon player, remember the departure of Speedy Smith. A lot of players, a lot of fans and pundits were wondering if Rytas Vilnius could be led by a new player. But at the moment, Marcus Foster is answering those critics. And the legendary Rytas Vilnius. Coach Žebinas, Giedra Žebinas, of course, will be very happy. Look at the block shot there by Gytas Radzevičius. Well, it was looking like Sylvain Francisco was going to be the most dangerous player on the court. I mean, he was making so much happen from the perimeter and also breaking down defense. But look at Marcus Foster. I mean, there probably isn't any player in the Peristeri lineup that's going to be able to match up with the man-to-man defense. So they're going to have players in the front court ready to come out and help. And look at Elvar Fredriksson, the Icelandic international, crossing over. Smart playing in transition by the international, but the alley-oop by Marcus Foster. Malgiris Mantis hitting the open three-pointer again. It's been the transition show here from Rytas Vilnius. I mean, and that was the last three-pointer by Marcus Foster. Well, ladies and gentlemen, go get a drink and go get something to eat, but don't go anywhere too long.
Driving hard. Good pass. Kaminsky coming through. What a play. Grzegorz Kaminsky finishing off. He has 5 points now. McCallum involved again.
Now Marcus King looking to shake him. Who gets rejected? Well. While Jordan Davis with another block and a Euro step. Oh, baby! Buenas noches. Me llamo Jordan Davis. Baloncesto. Noah Mikasa with a block shot. And then look at this in transition. Davis coming in with the Mutia Euro step, baby. Muchos gracias.
And reaching around, Calario couldn't quite get. Oh, what a block from Kavacha. Are you kidding me? The rim protection. First of all, watch this. Great defense, and then Jones thought he had an easy one, and Kavacha just with a two-handed block.
denying Kratz a key moment.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, now to the second half of this Basketball Champions League matchup, Game Day 4, between our hosts in Group H, Rytas Vilnius, and the visitors from Greece, Peristeri, coached by the great Rytas Vilnius. If you're watching us live right now, we want to know, who are you supporting? Are you supporting Rytas Vilnius, or are you supporting Peristeri bwin? At the moment, Peristeri undefeated in their first two games. They return to the Basketball Champions League, while Rytas Vilnius making it to the round of 16 last season, losing, of course, their opening two games here this season. It's a much-needed win here for Rytas Vilnius. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done so already, make sure you download the official Basketball Champions League mobile phone app on your smartphone, your Android, or your tablet. You can customize your experience, get all the best stats and news of the Basketball Champions League, where you can follow player ratings, tough calls, and get all of the best news of your team from the Basketball Champions League. Well, another question right now is, where are you currently watching this Basketball Champions League Group H fixture here in the world? Where are you watching? What city? What country? And again, who are you supporting? Are you supporting Rytas Vilnius, or are you supporting Peristeri bwin? As we begin now the second half. Well, Rytas Vilnius yet to win a game this season, after a bit of a disappointing end to their good season last year in the Basketball Champions League. Remember, they did win the LKL. Rytas Vilnius looking to spin out, go baseline. Well, an early turnover, good defense. Well, comes up, and Rytas Vilnius, I think a foul's going to be called. Well, they're probably going to call that one against Margiris Normantis, I believe. We'll have to see a replay. Well, there was a loose ball. Well, I think it's definitely coming together there, of course, and maybe the argument you've got is that Margiris Normantis, I don't think there's anything intentional in it, of course, but it's definitely a foul for sure. That's the right call from the official. He tries to dish him one baseline, good defense. And now Rytas Vilnius come up with it. Now they try to push this one here in transitions now. Margiris Normantis over to Marcus Foster. Down low hitting Rytas Williams. Williams now trying to use his post skills. Rytas Williams doesn't get that one. It's a good look, but unable to finish it. Well, Marcus Demon now looking to give this one up here. Tries to break down the defense. Rytas Vilnius, a good help side, but there's an open look from the perimeter. Three is up, and the three is good. Tucked away by Alexa Radinov. Oh, excuse me, that is actually Dimitris Moraitis. Well, the kick out came from Marcus Demon. Moraitis now hitting the fourth three-pointer here so far. Full Peristeri. It's back to a 23-point ball game. It's now Marcus Foster trying to put the moves on. There's a kick out. Margiris Normantis, he tries a three, and Margiris Normantis. Well, simple penetration kick out coming from Marcus Foster. Was out of bounds. Another turnover for Peristeri. Well, both teams coming out hitting over three-pointers, but Peristeri need to play good defense. They need to try and stop Rytas Vilnius. There's a shot in the lane again. Rytas Williams just punishes Peristeri. And now it's becoming a 28-point ball game here for the Lithuanians. There's a penetration now coming off one ball screen. Tries to split the defense, but the foul is going to be called against Margiris Normantis. That's a good hesitation move by Marcus Demon there. That's one way, of course, that Peristeri can try and get themselves back in this game is trying to get into the penalty early on and get to the free throw line. It's a second team foul against Rytas Vilnius with just under 7:45 here in the third quarter. Demon now curls the screen and tucks the three-pointer away. That's a big shot by Marcus Demon. Well, fifth three-pointer now of the game here for Peristeri. Cutting it down to a 25-point ball game. Second three-pointer now for Marcus Demon. As Foster, he tries to step back. He tries a three-pointer and hits nothing but the net. And drops the temperature here in the Jeep Arena, here in the Baltic of Lithuania. Stelios Bwin now the dish off. Good defense, but they come up with a loose ball. Is Peristeri able to keep it alive? Well, there's a step back. There's a three-point. Doesn't get it. That's a good look, but he's got to make that one. There's now Marcus Foster trying to put the moves on. Foster trying to post up. Takes a tough fadeaway. Again, a bit of a poor shot selection, but now Peristeri tries to go behind the back, but good defense by Magirus. Sloppy passage of play here for both teams. And what both teams now need is just a little bit of composure, a little bit of structures. Now Elva Fredriksson down low. Smart play from Gytis Mashulis. Well, Mashulis wasn't in a position to get a high percentage shot, but what he was able to do there, I mean, look at the seal-off. Just make that jump in the air against Stelios Bwin. Well, Gytis Radzevic is coming to the game here for Magirus Nomads. Now, it wasn't him shooting a foul. That's a right call from the official because Mashulis was not in a good shooting position. But nonetheless, a smart play there to draw the foul against the defense. And just listen to these fans here in the Jeep Arena. Fredriksson now looking to break the defense down. Fredriksson goes in and draws another foul. And this is going to be 2 free throws here for the Icelandic international. Well, the simple fact there is that Stelios Bwin just got beat too easily going to the basket because by not playing tough enough defense, he puts his front court players under pressure, which is why Elva Fredriksson was able to draw the foul. And he'll now go to the free throw line. The man originally from Iceland, went to Barry University, graduated in 2018. Well, his first time leaving Iceland was actually to go play in Sweden, but then he went for a season for BC Cholet, then he went to Belgium. And the last season, of course, he was playing in Italy for Daytona Basket. He's had a good summer with the Iceland national team. And the FIBA World Cup qualifiers put themselves in a good position now for potential qualification. Trying to cover the screen now, take on Rytas Williams. He loses the ball, but the foul is going to be called on the ground now. It's a third team foul against Rytas Vilnius. And that's what Peristeri needs to do there. You can see Alexa Radonov just trying to put Rytas Williams under pressure. I mean, that's a foul, no doubt. The reach in. And that's his second personal foul. He'll have to leave the game. Well, Echodas now coming back in here for Rytas Vilnius. And there's a step back mid-range. Don't get it. It goes out of bounds. I think that's going to be Rytas possession. Gytis Radzevic, of course, was a key player in the build-up to their championship in the LKL last season. And there's a crossover by Fredriksson. Well, takes a one-legged. Oh, baby! Elva Fredriksson, the Viking, with a bit of Icelandic magic there. You gotta love the crossover, but the one-legged jump shot. Well, Cordis now putting the standing strong defense against Radonov. The foul has been drawn, and that's good by Alexa Radonov there to get the offensive rebound. And 2 free throws now here for Alexa Radonov. Well, he makes the first free throw. What's something for Coach Rytas Vilnius to think about here? I mean, what kind of lineup? They're going to come across more tough games here in the Basketball Champions League. I mean, they defeated already Lenovo Tenerife, the defending champions. So it's not to say that Peristeri is not a team that can't compete here, but again, this is an introduction of just how tough it's going to be in the Basketball Champions League. And here comes a bit of full court man-to-man pressure here from Peristeri, but Elva Friedrichsen had no problem breaking down the defensive pressure. And just listen to these fans now. Well, Friedrichsen from no man's land. Again, tough shot and an offensive rebound by Marcus Foster. Too big, too strong, and one more time, Marcus Foster is just too good. I mean, look how this man battles for the offensive rebound, makes the contact, and just punishes the defense. We're back to a 29-point ball game. There's the move in the post. They don't get it. And now Rytas Vilnius will try to go up by plus 30 points here. Friedrichsen putting the moves on. Dish out, three-pointer. Way off the mark doesn't get it. Radzevic tries to go for the offensive rebound, but it's been secured by Stelios Poulianitis. And now Sylvain Francisco crosses over. Francisco goes up, and Sylvain Francisco doesn't get the and one. But he will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Well, the man who used to come off the bench here for Baxman Wrestle last season in their outstanding season in both the ACB and in the Basketball Champions League. Again, finding himself becoming a big factor here for Peristeri this season here. It's Benedikt Varadi, another turnover. Well, sloppy basketball from the Hungarian international. He's got to take care of the rock. Well, 27-point ball game as Peristeri, again, not without hope here, trying to peg themselves back in this game. And there's a pump fake now. Good help side defense from Foster. Francisco now, he'll cross over. He'll take it as Sylvain Francisco punishing Gytas Radzevic. And that's a big-time cross-up. And that's Allen Iverson in a Peristeri jersey. The answer, Sylvain Francisco, is the Greek answer for Peristeri.
We need to be good with fucking presence. We need to be good with handoffs. Maybe it is possible to dribble to stop let, jump stop, and then you get rid of the ball. Maybe go inside zone let, and that's the ball. That's it, man. Come on. If they switch, we can go 14, okay? 14, so we don't know what they are playing now. We play 14 anyway. If they switch, okay. Opa. Pass in, and then do not rush.
Peristeri now coming up with a loose ball. Yeah, it's been sloppy play from Rytas. Remember, they went up by as many as 29 points. Good penetration in the lane. No foul called. And now they come up with a loose ball. Peristeri now. Oh, again, a sloppy play by Benedikt Varadi. Another turnover. And in the moment, he's just another three in transition. But offensive foul, good defense. And that is a great recovery. And a wasted opportunity there for Peristeri to try and chip into the deficit. That's a second foul there. And that is Tomas Lekunas. Trying to deal with the full court pressure. Good job by Peristeri, just putting the pressure against Rytas Vilnius. Well, this is good here from Peristeri because he's showing a lot of heart and desire to put Rytas in a position where they have to try and force a turnover. But Elva Fredriksson, no help whatsoever from the backcourt. Nobody to give him an option. Clearly, he is struggling a little bit under this pressure. Zevich is now getting this back to Fredriksson. Finding Nekodas. 6 on the shot clock here. Nekodas getting caught in the double team. He's got to force this one up, doesn't get it. Great defense by Peristeri. Again, that's how they got to try and come up with loose balls here. Now they got to push this one. Francisco now trying to give this on up. And they go for the three. The three is up. The three is good from downtown. Well, huge play by Stelios Poulianitis. 21-point ball game. Well, they get another steal. They're going to call a foul. It's a wasted opportunity by Devin Davis. Well, it's a good job by Peristeri. They're trying to double team the backcourt here in the full court on the press, but Devin Davis maybe just a little bit unlucky there as he missed time the interception. I mean, he's having a good game so far, Devin Davis. If he comes up with that loose ball, that's a 19-point ball game all of a sudden, but now they got to do it again on defense. Well, Benedict Varadi looking for a handoff here now, finding Fredriksson. Finding Nekodas now. Nekodas here got it by Sylvain Francisco. That's another turnover. Well, that's going to go back to Rytas Vilnius. But Peristeri here just standing very strong, very confident. Collectively playing their man-to-man defense. Stelios Poulianitis just putting his hand in the passing lane there, not allowing that's too easy under the basket, and that's the kind of questions Rytas Vilnius needs to ask his players. I mean, they're doing a lot better here in the third quarter, but they cannot give too many good looks. And there's the foul there. Good play from Dimitrios Moraitis. Rytas Moraitis now at the free throw line. Okay, we don't want to look back and think this game could have been different had they made all the free throws. He's got to step up and make these. The former Ike player, originally from Marousi Athens, started his career with Panayonis, another Athenian club, leaving in 2015 to go and play for Dikephalos, the double-headed Eagle, known as Ike the champions in 2018 here in the Basketball Champions League. Rytas Vilnius now just doing their job of breaking the press down, but now they've got just under 14 seconds to get a good offense. As Margiris Nomatis throwing this one down here to Echodas. Great defense by Devin Davis. There's the kick out, there's a three. Nails it from downtown. Well, Elva Fredriksson sinking the triple. Well, I gotta say, Devin Davis for Peristeri did a great job on Echodas, not allowing him to get anything good in the low block, but not much you can do there. And a smooth little pick and roll, but he misses a layup. And Shakur Joyston has got to finish that one. And now Devin Davis here has a switch on defense. He's got to try and contain Margiris Nomatis. Jarvis Williams dumps down pass. Beautiful little high-low there. And again, that's what the switch on defense. Isolating Echodas down low, but you gotta love the dish off. There's the high post, there's the dump down, and at that point, Sylvain Francisco's got no chance in the low block against Echodas. And Peristeri cannot afford to have those switches on defense. And we got a timeout now as Kill Bill, Rytas Vilnius wants to talk it over.
Šis žaidimas kaip tik jums, bus 30 sekundžių ir jeigu pataikysite nuo 3 taškų. Laimėsite mūsų partnerio Rytas prizą. Laimėkite pasiruoškite.
Now we start shoulder drop.
Well, for Peristeri, this is becoming a bit of a wake-up call here in their return to the Basketball Champions League, because I think maybe after the victories against both Gameday, Italia, and not to mention the champions of last season, Lenovo Tenerife, they probably thought that this was going to be a walk in the park. Now, don't get me wrong, they've got a lot of respect, of course, here for Rytas Vilnius, but Rytas now up by 27 points. It's Mirabalan here. This is what he's got to do. He's got to take on Rytas Vilnius. But unless the double team comes down, it's going to be a mismatch all night long here for Peristeri. But you got to ask the question. This is a man who dominates for Dinamo Sassari for many seasons in the Basketball Champions League. And a team called Felu Osnan, well, they will remember Mirabalan's last game last season in the Basketball Champions League, in which he scored, I believe, 36 points, a dominating performance. Well, many people say that the post position doesn't exist anymore here in professional basketball, but when you have a player like Mirabalan, I mean, his footwork, his positioning, his game IQ in the low block is probably one of the best here in Europe. I mean, we're talking about a player who knows how to get to the double block, seal off his man, and as soon as he gets it in the post, I mean, he is one of the most unstoppable players. Well, he's played for SIG Strasbourg, also for Dinamo Sassari and Prometey, 3 former Basketball Champions League teams. As he misses the free throw. A 26-point lead now here to Rytas Vilnius. Fredriksson now putting it behind the back, a bit of contact, and goes in with a little bit of Viking magic from Iceland as he ices the defense up. Well, he is just putting the moves on right now. 28-point lead here, another 3-pointer by Rytas, and Rytas sinks it from downtown. Dimitrios Yatris Parakalo. Well, could be a potential 2-for-1 here as another foul is going to go. It's a silly foul by Sylvain Francisco. I mean, why commit that foul? Well, Sylvain Francisco is a hard worker. I mean, if you saw him play last season for Baxman Wrestling, I mean, he is renowned for putting defensive man-to-man pressure full court on anybody he defends, but he's got to identify. You just made a big shot there, cutting it down to a 25-point ball game. It could have been a 2-for-1 there, and especially when you're one foul away from putting Rytas into the penalty, he's got to play smart defense. Big free throws now, back to 27-point ball game, and Mr. Marcus Foster, the former Hulania player, coming back into the game as Fredriksson, 18 points so far here tonight. And the Icelandic Viking. Well, Francisco, now that could have been a 2-for-1 there. Goes in the lane now, goes in with a little fangle, doesn't get it. He's running off, good ball movement, and trying another 3. A 3 is up, and the 3 again is no good. The foul has been committed. I think it's going to be 2 free throws here for Peristeri with 26.8 seconds left. Looks like it's going to be called against Misholas. Well, again, another turnover. That's much better from Peristeri. As Rytas Vilnius getting a little bit too casual with the basketball. Now it's back to a 23-point ball game. That's a 7 still the game here so far for Peristeri, so one positive for them to take away. Remember, Peristeri are not to win this game. By cutting down the deficit, they give themselves a chance. Well, pick and roll play and another foul committed. That's a silly foul to give away by Rytas, the Greek international. And you can see Rytas Vilnius saying, "What are you doing? You sent him right to the free throw line." And now Gytas Masholis will go to the free throw line now for Rytas Vilnius. It's a much younger team this Rytas Vilnius team have this season. 24 years of age, originally from Kaunas. And last season, Gytas Masholis was playing in the ACB in Spain. Not a bad foul there after all by Rytas. They played in Bilbao, of course. Sone Bilbao is also back in the Basketball Champions League with 2 missed free throws. So maybe not a bad foul at all from Rytas, but ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the third quarter, Peristeri now cutting it down to a 23-point ball game. We'll show you some stats and some highlights here from the third quarter. There's been some signs here from Peristeri. I mean, one of the problems that Rytas Vilnius have, they are unable to guard Mirobalan in the low block. 21 field goals from inside the rainbow, 8 3-pointers for Peristeri, also able to inside 2-point land. Both teams with 11 free throws each. And that was the second 3-pointer of the game for Margiris Nomantis at the beginning of the second half, of course. So then Francisco, of course, had a very good game so far. As Dimitris Moraitis as well, but that was too much of an easy basket under the hoop there for Benedikt Varadi. As Giedras Ževinas know that his team need a big victory here tonight. Well, Basel fans, wherever you're watching, let us know. Where are you watching this game right now? Labas vakaras! And Kaip Sakasi to all of our fans from Lithuania. And Yasas Tikanas to all of our fans from Greece. Where are you watching? Which team are you supporting? Are you supporting Rytas Vilnius? Are you supporting Peristeri bwin? And let us know, where are you watching currently in the world? We're going to be getting the fourth quarter now. 23-point lead. Now the key thing, Peristeri, I mean, they could definitely come back, but even if they're not able to come back, they want to cut the deficit down as much as possible. So then Francisco, he turns it well. Gets away with that one because the turnover was made from Fredriksson, the Icelandic international. Well, we get this one inbound here to Sylvain Francisco. Steps back, takes the mid-range. The French international just ices the defense from 15 feet. Well, he's going to have to have a big fourth quarter to try and get Peristeri back in this one. I'm not quite sure if they're going to call. I think they're going to call a blocking foul against Mirobalan. It's only the first personal foul against Mirabellan here in this game. Well, Foster tried to give and go there with Margiris Nomatis, but good denial defense from Marcus Denman. And Margiris Nomatis tried to make the cut to the basket, but that's how Peristeri, just there, putting his hands in the passing lane. Well, Rytas, I think, gets away with a foul. He's got to get called for a charge, I think, on that one. I think Rytas was very lucky not to get the first foul call, but well, it's either a trap or a foul, but well, that's his third personal foul of the game. 21-point lead. Plenty of time, of course, here for Peristeri to try and get back in this game. Well, they need to keep coming up with good plays on offense, and they need to keep coming collectively with more stops on defense. They got to work together. Francisco now coming off one screen. Takes another mid-range, floats in the air, doesn't get this one. And a rebound by Foster. Well, Foster giving this one up. Alvar Fredriksson. He's going to slow this one down here. Right decision. Trying to use the screen. Good pass to the basket. Beautiful little pick and roll, but he missed a wide open layup. As Alvarez carries. And no foul called. The reverse of Denman. Pump fakes. He'll take the three. Spots up. Doesn't get it. It goes out of bounds, and that will be, I think Denman is trying to say, look at the replay, but clearly doesn't see Alexa Radonov diving out of bounds. Well, I think Alvar Fredriksson's lucky they didn't call a blocking foul on him. I think the officials are going to check this one now to see that it has gone in the right possession. From that angle, it's tough to see, of course, but I'm going to trust the officials' judgment on this one. I mean, let's have a look from this angle. I mean, from that angle, it looks like it comes off Rytas. Again, it's going to be a very big decision for these officials to make here now. Well, it's going to go back to Peristeri here with 8:45 to go. I think that's definitely the right call, of course. I mean, look, it's very tough to see, but it does look from that last angle we saw that it came off of, well, personally, in my opinion, looked like it came off of Karras. So another chance of a Peristeri. Remember, if they don't win this game, they got a key to try and chip into a deficit because a potential head-to-head could happen between these two teams. And now you can see Rytas Vilnius trying to front Mirabellan now to avoid him from getting a post pass. There's a penetration. And there's a turnover. And now Rytas with numbers in transition. Fredriksson now looking to give this one up. Margiris Nomatis throws it away. Well, Alexa Radonov didn't really have to do much there. And foul has been committed, and that's a second team foul for Rytas. Well, Peristeri now still trailing by 21 points. Just over 8 minutes to go. It's Francisco almost losing his balance. The home crowd wanting a traveling violation. We'll have the shot now. Devin Davis giving this one to Balan. 6 on the shot clock here. Radinov, he'll try it. Doesn't get it. And the rebound secured by Masholis. Well, Rytas now needs to be patient in their offense. They need to get a good set here. They need to try and go for a high percentage shot. Remember, it's important they maintain the pressure. Fredrickson now, double team comes over. Somebody's wide open in the corner. Foster, 3, takes it, nails it. Acho! Marcus Foster. Peristeri bwin. The home crowd getting back into this one. Sylvain Francisco with a mid-range step back. Again, he can't get this one. Well, that's his bread and butter, but he's got to nail this. It's Margiris Normantis. He draws the foul in transition. And that's going to be his second team foul. Well, that's a full personal foul against Sylvain Francisco. That's going to be a big loss to Peristeri. Well, got to get the ball inbound. And Rytas Vilnius, well, Mira Balan probably could have taken a gamble there, as he's only got one personal foul. They'll try and get the ball here to Marcus Foster. There's now Benedict Varadi. Varadi goes in, puts the moves line, miss a layup. And another foul committed by Margiris Normantis. I think he's very lucky that potential unsportsmanlike wasn't called there. A 24-point deficit now here for Peristeri. And Miralán here with 11 on the shot clock kicks this one out. Dimitris Moraitis for another three-pointer. Doesn't get this one. He can't come up with a loose ball, but now Rytas Vilnius again can put the pressure going forward. 41 rebounds here for the home team. 11 of those offensive. And Foster now looking to put the moves here against Devin Davis. Foster down the middle. Foster goes in with a sweet little Iceman finger roll. Oh, you gotta love this guy. Well, there's a kick out now. Devin Davis takes a three-pointer. He can't get it. Rytas Vilnius with the rebound. Good bowling here from Rytas Vilnius. Peristeri trying to take some gambles here on defense. There's the alley-oop. Tries to follow up with an easy little 2 points for Rytas Masholis. Well, that would have been something special, but you can see probably just putting a little bit too much on it from Margiris Normantis. I wonder, does Rytas Vilnius get the assist? Well, dear Basketball Champions League, does Rytas Vilnius get the assist for that play?
44 flip. 44 flip. Hey, go. Miro. Block on defense, block.
5 minutes. Let's finish strong. Finish strong. Come on.
Well, that is Pirmin, Vilniece, Shema, Radona, Mesesame, Rytas Vilnius. Those fans, that is just a beautiful sight there. Some of the most passionate basketball fans you will see here in international basketball. Well, it's a big, big game here for Rytas Vilnius to give their fans some hope. Well, 28-point ball game now. Peristeri, we're looking to chip back. They got it back to 21 points, but That's a good ball movement there as Devin Davis goes baseline. Well, Devin Davis makes a strong move, and the foul has been called, so he's going to go to the free throw. That's a much better play there by Devin Davis. I think this player has a lot of potential here. It's a definite foul, no arguments whatsoever. Well, Devin Davis, originally from Indianapolis, Indiana, went to the University of Indiana before transferring to Odessa College, and then finally with the University of Houston. Now, he started his professional career with the NBA G League at the Lakeland Magic before going to Greece to play for Lavrio. And also played in the French Pro A before joining Rytas Vilnius and Peristeri this season. A fantastic player is Devin Davis. A lot of potential here for Peristeri. Well, Benedict Varadi looking for a handoff now. Varadi now making a penetration. Puts him a tough one, and he draws a foul. The Hungarian international will go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. I think the officials probably might review this. Well, that's what they are doing, actually, to see if this is going to be upgraded to a potential unsportsmanlike foul. Well, I would be very surprised, of course. I mean, it's a swipe, no doubt, but let's have a look at. Well, I mean, I've not done enough expertise on the refereeing of the game, but let's have a look from this angle. But it's a swipe for sure, but maybe it's possible. You never know. I mean, it's a good thing about our officials. I mean, they're some of the best officials we have here in world basketball. And we'll find out what decision they're going to make right now. Well, regular foul. And again, it's a tough one because it's a swipe, and sometimes you do see those upgraded, but in my mind personally, it does look like he goes for the basketball. So 2 regular free throws here for Benedict Varadi. Well, the Hungarian international, originally from Szombathely, where he played for a decade for Basketball Champions League rivals Falco Szombathely with the likes of the great Zoltan Per. He missed the second free throw, but an offensive rebound. And Varadi was left wide open, didn't take the three-pointer. Steps back, takes a mid-range, but the foul was committed. That's the last team foul for Peristeri with 5:14 to go here. Foster now looking for the three-pointer, doesn't take it. 6 in the shot clock here for Marcus Foster. Foster looking to ice up, steps back, takes a deep 3, doesn't get it. It falls right in the hands of Rytas Vilnius. And no foul here called as Rytas Vilnius looking to hand this one up to Benedict Varadi. Vilnius just had the shot, tries to split the defense, goes in with a circus shot. Another offensive rebound. And at the moment, Peristeri clearly not blocking out or putting any bodies out. Foster crossover. Foster in the lane. Foster, and he can't finish it. And finally, Peristeri able to come up with a rebound. Again, he cannot finish the transition. Well, Benedict Varadi. I think the jump ball's finally going to be cool, but there wasn't much. Unfortunately, that Demetrius Moraitis could do there with the basketball on the floor. I say that's great defense. Well, 4:21, the ball will go back here to Rytas Vilnius. Benedict Varadi's been guarded by Marcus Demman. 20-10 on the shot clock. Rytas Williams now got it by Rytas. Williams kicks this one out. Has to take a deep three. Doesn't get it. And Rytas secures the rebound. Rytas. Another turnover. Sloppy play now. Rytas. And the key thing for Peristeri is to try and get it closer. Below 21 points as much as possible. Francisco goes up, and Sylvain Francisco aggressively attacks the basket. He's hit the deck pretty hard. Oh, that looks painful. It looks like Rytas has landed on his knee, and hopefully Sylvain Francisco's okay. That looked painful. Well, Gameday will be so happy now that his team's able to finally come out with a good game here in the Basketball Champions League. Again, there was a lot of expectations coming into the season after winning the LKL last season, but Radinov missed the free throw. Well, 25-point ball game here for Rytas Vilnius. Again, Peristeri may be over for them, but they got to keep battling back. A potential head-to-head. Is Echodas now trying to put the post move up, and Echodas gets one. Well, Nieko Tokyo, Mano Drogas, Echodas. Well, this guy just makes it look like no issue in the low block. Look at the back down here, but the spin out, the contact, and kisses that one off the backboard. Well, is he in the paint for 3 seconds? I don't think so. I mean, a good post movement. Can't make the three-point play now, but still a 27-point ball game here for Rytas Vilnius. Devin Davis goes up, and Devin Davis puts too much on it. Well, he made the good move there, but he's got to finish that one. There's now Margiris Normantis trying to bring the ball up. Marcus Foster had got it by Radinov just over 3 minutes ago now. Foster just threw it away, and again, a careless pass. Well, there's the pumping, but they're going to call technical. They're going to call flop there against Margiris Normantis. I think that's the right call there because I believe Margiris Normantis possibly was looking for that one. Maybe a little bit too eager to go down. Well, the free throw has been made by Marcus Denman. And they're going to get the ball back now. Denman now looking to put the moves on Margiris Normantis. Goes back to Denman. 6 in the shot clock. There's the three-pointer. The three is up. The three is good from downtown. As Devin Davis nails it. Coming it back down to a 23-point ball game. This is good for Peristeri because if they can go on a potential 5-7-0 run here, put themselves in a good position of maybe competing for a head-to-head. As now Fredrickson, he'll step back, he'll take it, doesn't get it. Now Echodas trying to battle for the rebound, but it goes out of bounds. So we'll possession back to Peristeri. There's a three in the corner. Three is up. The three is no good. And now they got numbers here in transition. Margiris Normantis throws it up. But again, good defense by Stelios Poulianitis. In possession now will go back to Rytas Vilnius with 1:57 to go. Satiris Stavrakopoulos will come back into the game here for Peristeri, 1:57. And the foul has been drawn, so it's going to be 2 free throws. That's a bit of a callous foul to give away because, you know, when you're trying to chip the deficit to give yourself a chance of a potential head-to-head option, you don't want to be sent. Now, it's not the worst foul to give away, actually, because you think about it, Martinas Echodas is not the best free throw shooter on the planet, of course, but again, you don't want to give him any free chances. He makes the first one. And the former Cholet player stepping up big time. Now, he can make it a 25-point ball game now for Rytas. If they get down to a potential head-to-head, you want to make sure that they give them no chance, but he missed the second one. 24-point ball game here to the Vilnius. Coming up one screen now. There's the kick out. Tries to go down the middle. Almost turns it over. Now 5 on the shot clock here. The traveling violation is going to be called. It's a bit of a careless play there from Shakur Joyston. Again, just lost his footing there. Wants to travel, no argument whatsoever. Throws one down low and another foul's called. So for the moment, Peristeri just trying to send Echodas to the free throw line. Well, this time the foul is called on Stelios Poulianitis. He makes the first one now. 25-point ball game for the former Cholet player as he puts him up. Again, the problem for Peristeri is on defense. They're getting too many switches on the low post. It's causing them all sorts of problems and mismatches. It's this time, Echodas makes it 2 for 2. Well, it's a lot for Vasilis Spanoulis and Vasilopoulos, his assistant coach and former teammate when they defeated the United States, to think about here for Peristeri. But again, they have to realize these games are going to be roller coasters here in the lane. That's a beautiful little pick and roll play. You can see Joyston just gives the basketball a slight little touch up the head there. And Friedrichsen going behind the back, keeping his dribble. He turns it over this time. And jump ball's going to be called. And that's going to be possession back to Peristeri. Peristeri now with just under 45 seconds to try and get this to a 20-point ball game. Remember, if they lose by 20 here, but they win the next game at home by 21 to Rytas, they would win the head-to-head, but again, not going to do it with that kind of play. It's Margiris Normantis now finding Tomas Lekunas. Margiris Normantis now here to 10 the shot clock, takes a deep three, takes it, Sveiki, Akpike, Vilniu. Labayachu, Margiris Normantis from downtown. The three-pointer taken down the other end, it's no good. He goes in the lane now, goes in for a sweet little layup. And ladies and gentlemen, at the end of this one, Rytas Vilnius get their first victory of the Basketball Champions League 2023 season, 89-64 over Peristeri. What a game it was in the end. A huge victory here for the Vilnius. Something to give them They're actually going to go for one last timeout, actually. By the time it expired.
No, maybe. We immediately close the door. Referee, throw it for Margot immediately. Hey, let's go. We need a basket.
So there was a little bit of time. There was a deep three-pointer by Margiris Nomatis. And Rytas Vilnius, you know, there's a little bit of time left. They won the game. He wants to make sure if they blow this game out, if they have to go to a potential head-to-head here with Peristeri. Now, if the score stays like this, and there has to go to a potential head-to-head, Peristeri would have to win the next game by 26 points. So any chance you can make the deficit even higher, that's why Rytas Vilnius has gone for this option. Well, they try to lob pass. Lob is up, the three is up. Margiris Nomatis takes another one, doesn't get it. But ladies and gentlemen, at the end of this one, Rytas Vilnius, they win this one. They get their first victory of the Basketball Champions League. A big victory now here for Peristeri bwin, the citizens of Vilnius in this beautiful country, Lithuania. Shema Radona, as they are known, the Red Family. Just listen to these Vilnius fans. You're going to hear them say in a minute, Peristeri bwin, which means power to the citizens of Vilnius. Well, 9 3-pointers for both teams combined, of course. 24 field goals with inside the rainbow. 14 free throws, but look at the rebounds, 52-30. And that was the difference in this game with 9 more assists going in favor of Rytas Vilnius. Well, Marcus Foster with 24 points, 18 for Fredriksson, and Margiris Nomatis with 15. Sylvain Francisco with 17, followed up by Dimitris Moraitis. As Alexa Radanoff also with 9. And now the players will stand for the home crowd. This is where the Peristeri bwin. Well, Peristeri bwin. Well, what a game, of course, it was in the end. I mean, Fredriksson, the Icelandic international. Huge, huge victory for Rytas Vilnius. You know, they started off very, very poor in their first opening games. As it stands here, good ball movement in the corner, getting the ball to Marcus Foster. The assist coming from Margiris Nomatis. That's how they had to play, of course, to make themselves competitive. It's really this kind of victory that's going to propel their season, just make them a little bit more competitive, and just give them something, obviously, to look forward to. And this team is no reason why they shouldn't be competing at the top, of course, here in the Basketball Champions League. I mean, they're one of the top teams, if you really think about it. Well, there are the standings, of course. Rytas Vilnius getting their first victory. Now, depending how things go between Lenovo Tenerife and Bane Ofek District Herzliya, this group could be very competitive, of course, this season in the Basketball Champions League. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here in the Jeep Arena. More games to come in the next day or two.